Bonjour, bienvenue. In this class, we learn the pronoun E. E, just Y, Y in English. This is a pronoun which is capable of replacing these many prepositions and a noun. 4 cases, 1, 2, 3, 4. In 4 places, this E replaces the preposition and the noun together. Dans plus noun, that's number 1, case number 1. Sur plus noun, case 2. Chez plus noun, case 3. And a plus noun, that's case 4. E is capable of replacing both the preposition and the noun which is following the preposition. We will do everything in detail, and in all these places E takes the meaning of there in English. Now let's come to the replacement session. Case 1. What is case 1? Look at this one. Dans plus noun. So we will have 2 examples for that. Example 1. Marchez-vous dans le couloir? Do you walk in the corridor? That's a question. How will you answer? Oui. Je marche dans le couloir. Yes, I walk in the corridor. Fine. Here, what's the noun you are going to replace? Le couloir. That's a noun to be replaced by a suitable pronoun. Where is this noun coming? This noun comes after dans, a preposition. So according to this pattern, according to this, we can replace both the preposition and the noun by E, pronoun E. So dans le couloir is removed and E is written and E is placed before the verb marche. So you get the answer. Oui, j'y marche. Yes, I walk there. Do you walk in the corridor? Yes, I walk there. Now where is the noun? Noun will not be here in this sentence. Noun has been replaced by pronoun. Understand? Here this is before replacement and this is after replacement. Oui, je marche dans le couloir. Yes, I walk in the corridor. Here you have got the noun. And the very purpose of writing this pronoun is to replace this noun. Since the noun is coming after dans, you can replace by Y, E, and E is written before the verb marche. And remember, E takes the sound of a vowel. It's treated to be a vowel. So J-E, je. J-E becomes J apostrophe. Please note. Please remember. Now come to the negative form of this sentence. Non, je ne marche pas dans le couloir. No, I do not walk in the corridor. Dans le couloir, dans plus noun replaced by E, and E is written before the verb marche. So I get the sentence, no, je n'y marche pas. N-E becomes N apostrophe. Remember. No, je n'y marche pas. No, I do not walk there. Question. Do you walk in the corridor? No, I do not walk there. Sentence is complete. Fine. Next example. Le stylo est-il dans le sac? The pen, is it in the bag? Is the pen in the bag? That's the question. We. Yes, it is in the bag. Dog plus noun can be replaced by E, and E is written before the verb être, a. So you get the affirmative answer. We, il, e, a. Yes, it is there. Remember, Y takes the meaning of there. What's the question? Le stylo est-il dans le sac? Is the pen in the bag? Yes, it is there. It is there. Fine. Come to the negative form. No, it is not in the bag. Dans le sac replaced by Y. E written before the verb. It becomes no, il, ni, a, pas. No, it is not there. Question: is the pen in the bag? No, it is not there. Fine. So remember, Y-E, this E is treated to be a vowel. That's why you write this N apostrophe instead of N-E, J apostrophe instead of J. Fine. Now this application of E is over, pronoun E is over. Now come to the next one, case number 2. In case number 2, E, pronoun E is going to replace pronoun E is going to replace sur, a preposition sur and a noun. Now look at the example given. Monte-t-il sur l'escalier? Does he climb on the staircase? Monte-t-il sur l'escalier? Does he climb on the staircase? How do you answer? Oui, il monte sur l'escalier. Yes, he climbs on the staircase. Now replace the nouns by pronouns. This is a noun. It comes after the preposition sur. According to our second pattern, E is capable of replacing sur plus noun. So sur and the noun, the preposition and the noun, both are replaced by E, and E is written before the verb monte. So you get the affirmative answer. Oui, il, y monte. What's the question? Does he climb on the staircase? Yes, he climbs there. Look at this, there. This is affirmative answer. Now how do you make negative answer? No, il ne monte pas sur l'escalier. No, he does not climb on the staircase. Now replace the noun by pronoun. Sur l'escalier. Sur plus noun. Sur plus noun. E is capable of replacing a pattern like this. So E, both sur and escalier is both are replaced, and this E is written before the verb monte. You get the negative answer like this. No, il ni monte pas. No, he does not climb there. Any, beware, any becomes an apostrophe. Understand? Fine. Now let's go to the third application of E. It says E is capable of replacing chez, preposition chez and a noun. Let's see how it's done. Case 3. Chez plus noun is replaced by E. Fine. Look at the question given. Vas-tu chez le coiffeur? Do you go to the barber or at the barber? Oui. Je vais chez le coiffeur. Yes, I go to the barber. Chez plus noun replaced by y. Y is written before the verb aller, vais. You get the affirmative answer. Oui, j'y vais. Question, do you go to the barber? Yes, I go there. Look at the meaning, there. Oui, j'y vais. J-E becomes J apostrophe. Remember. Chez le coiffeur. This preposition and the noun le coiffeur both are replaced by E, and E is written before the verb aller, and you get the answer, affirmative answer, j'y vais. Yes, I go there. Vas-tu chez le coiffeur? Oui, j'y vais. Negative answer, no, je ne vais pas. I do not go to the barber. Chez le coiffeur replaced by E. E is written before the verb aller, vais. It becomes no, je n'y vais pas. No, I do not go there. E is written before aller as usual, and you place ne after the subject, pa after the verb. Ne after the subject, pa after the verb. This is the third application. Now what does the fourth case say? A plus noun. This is dam plus noun, sur plus noun, chez plus noun. This is chez plus noun. And the next one is a plus noun. Final application of pronoun E. Let's do it in detail. A plus noun. That's a case 4. Allez-vous à la cour? Do you go to the ground? Do you go to the ground? Answer me please. Oui, je vais à la cour. Yes, I go to the ground. This is the noun. This noun is coming after a. Moreover, you must see this is not a noun of a person. Okay, this is not a noun of a person. This is noun of a place. If it is noun of a person, indirect object that I will explain here. Now just see a plus noun, preposition a plus noun. Je vais à la cour. I go to the ground. A noun replaced by E, and E is written before the verb. You get the affirmative answer. Oui, j'y vais. Oui, j'y vais. Yes, I go there. Do you go to the ground? Yes, I go there. Negative. No, je ne vais pas. No, je ne vais pas à la cour. Je ne vais pas à la cour. À la cour. A plus noun. E is capable of replacing both. So I replace these two words, this preposition and the noun by E, and E I write before the verb aller. So I get the negative answer. No, je n'y vais pas. No, je n'y vais pas. No, I do not go there. This is how you make a and cour, a la cour replaced by y. Fine. Now here you must be careful of something else. Look at this one. When you try to replace a plus noun by y, you must make sure that after a, the noun used is not a person. If it is a person, what will happen? À la cour. look at this sentence. À la cour. To the ground. Ground is not a person. It's not a noun of a person. Okay. In that case, I can make use of E. My answer will be correct. If it is a person, what will happen after A? Parlez-vous à l'étudiant? Do you speak to the student? How will you replace this noun? Tell me. A plus a person, noun of a person, student. This is a person. Okay, A plus a person will become indirect object to him or to her. It comes under indirect object pronoun, lui. It becomes lui. Beware. Be careful. Please remember. So how will you write the answer? Yes. Do you speak to the student? Yes, I speak to the student. A plus noun replaced by lui, and lui is written before the verb parler, parle. It becomes oui, je lui parle. Yes, I speak to him. This is the correct answer. Just because I is followed by a noun, if you replace it by y, grammatically it becomes wrong. Why? Because E takes the meaning of there. So what will be the meaning of this sentence if you replace A plus l'étudiant by y? I speak there. Do you speak to the student? Yes, I speak there. That's wrong. So be careful when you try to replace A plus noun by y. Make sure that A is not followed by a noun of a person. If it is a noun of a person, make use of indirect object pronouns, not y. Be sure. In this case, oui, je lui parle. This is the answer. Lui parle, not y parle. Here it will be correct if you use E. Why? Because je vais à l'école. I go to the school. This is not a person. Whereas in the first case, l'étudiant is a person. So make use of indirect object pronouns after A. Okay, after A, if you come across a noun of a person, make use of indirect object pronouns. If it is not a name of a person like l'école or cour or apahi, okay, not a person, l'école is not a person, school, not a person, so you can make use of y here, E, pronoun E. So it becomes je vais à l'école is replaced by y, and y will be written, E will be written before the verb aller, vais, and you get the answer like this, j'y vais. I go there. I go to the school becomes I go there. This is correct. Beware of these two. To replace by y, E, to replace a noun by E, must be followed by a noun which is not a noun of a person. Please note. And the last part of this E, in imperative sentences, va à la cour, go to the ground. As usual, à la cour, this is not a noun of a person, so A plus noun E, ground. E, and E is written before, in imperative sentences after the verb, so it becomes va E. This is treated to be a vowel. So S is incorporated, S is included. The tu form, what's that ally conjugation in present tense? VAS. So that S is included in affirmative imperative sentences alone. Affirmative imperative. Va E must become vazi. Go there. there. Go to the ground, go there. In negative as usual, ni vapa, no yes. Here it is not a vowel, so va only. Ni vapa, don't go there, don't go there. Go there, don't go there. Allaisi, go there, ni alleipa, don't go there, do not go there. Allozi, let's go there, ni allompa, let's not go there. In compound sentences like passé composé, j'ai marché sur le trottoir. I walked or I have walked on the platform. Sur plus noun. Sur plus noun, our second case. Sur plus noun can be replaced by ye, and ye is written before the auxiliary verb, not the past participle. Like any other pronouns, ye is also placed before the auxiliary verb. J'ai marché. You get the answer? J'ai marché. J'ai marché. Understand? When e is placed before the auxiliary verb, it becomes j'ai marché. I have walked there. Did you walk on the platform? Yes, I walked there. Negative. Je n'y ai pas marché. I have not walked there. Understand? Na is added as usual after the subject. Pa is added as usual after the auxiliary verb. If there are two auxiliary verb and past participle, pa is added after the auxiliary verb. And don't ever teach your children that na is added before the verb, pa is added after the verb. This is a wrong method of teaching. You must always teach them na is added after the subject, pa is added after the verb. If it is a compound sentence, pa is added after the auxiliary verb. This is how we must teach. This is the end of this pronoun e. And if you find these lessons useful and informative, try to subscribe to this channel. It will be a great support, and we will meet with another grammar in the next session. Till then, au revoir, merci.